Hi. Hello. Can you hear me? I can't. Give me a second. Um. Pop, 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 pop. Hmm. That doesn't work. Uh. 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 Ow. Hmm. Ah, well. Um. You can hear. Let's go. I cannot, and I am afraid that my things might. Hmm. I need to send some uh sound into my headphones. I guess it's the word. Yeah, headphones. Or because they are wireless, but when there's no sound, they turn off basically, and that will probably um affect the microphone as well that it's on my headset. If I sound like an Xbox microphone, then that's why, because I have a headset microphone on today. Because I did charge the batteries. Hey, give me a second. I need to blow my nose. I'm back. Wee. Okay. So, shucks, I forgot to put the thing that I put on my head because I will explain to you why I am kinda late. Um. Uh. 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 Give me a second. Um. Yum. Yum yum. I still can't hear anything on my headphones. I swear that damn uh what's it called? Like the finger reader thingy. Ah, okay. Well, I need, you know what? I like using these microphones because they are wire microphone. These headphones because they are wireless and whatnot. But for some reason lately they have just not fit, not because they are small, but because they are bigger. So I just turn my head down and they fall, and it's freaking uncomfortable. Um, well, what was I doing? Ah, yes, I have to get my ingredients because I was drawing basically. I got like, I want to draw the thumbnail for this. I'm not gonna take that much time, but then I decided to eat like second breakfast, and here we are. Yay! Ah, yes, I won't be. I have wireless headphones, which means I will be moving around my house, which means I won't be able to read the chat that much because I'm kind of away from uh, the screen. So I will take time. It's not that I won't answer you. It's that I will take a lot more time than usual. I know, pretty much impossible, but I will take more time than usual to answer to whatever your queries are. Now let me check. Uh, I'm gonna make a list of um ingredients I need. That is not one of them, as an example. Give me a second. Let's put this where if it falls, I won't hear it. I also need to put on my shoe spiders. Stop stepping all over my stuff. I swear. Everything has spiders. Or ants in this house. I can't catch a break. You know what? The ants are at least a lot nicer about a lot of stuff. But the spiders just like sit there and spider web all over my stuff. But yeah, give me a second. I need to take the headset off because I need to put on the head cooking implement that it's how do you call this? A fabric I wrap around my head because I can't remember the name of it. If you do, good luck. Good. Uh, Okay, no, it's fine. I'm fine. Now I can go back. I'm here. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so I'm gonna need to make a list of all the ingredients that I'm gonna use. Good, I needed a pen. You can go back. Okay, which ingredients am I gonna use? Any ingredient that is consumable, apt for biological consumption. Okay, so we are making a. Does it count like a pound cake? Let me check. Let me Google that for myself. Pound cake. Yeah, it kinda. Let's say it's a pound cake, but 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 I add extra stuff. So let's call it a pound cake for the sake of simplicity. Okay, so um pound cake with nuts and raisins. I was gonna say fruits, raisins. There. I was gonna say fruit, but I am only adding raisins, hydrated raisins. If you don't add hydrated raisins, how could you? You will make me cry myself to sleep. Anyways, so what we need is hydrated raisins. Hydrated. I know that I'm wasting a lot of time. I won't lie to you. Hydrated raisins. Flour, of course. Sugar. Uy, sugar. Um, um, um. Yeah, my avatar is not reacting. Check the that one and the microphone and change the microphone to the one that I'm using. Hello, yeah. Now I'll probably be a lot more reactive. I forgot that. Raisins, flour, sugar, um, nuts, which I'll specify that I'm using almonds, almonds, and peanuts, but you can use whatever you want. Peanuts. I mean, peanuts are not even nuts technically, so eh. Hydrated raisins, flour, sugar, nuts, eggs. Eggs. Um, how is it that it's called? The leavening agent that they use? Uh, well, I also need some butter. Butter. Um, how is it called? The cake leavening agent? Uh, I forgot the powdered sugar. Well, we have. Yeah, the oven. The oven is not the leavening agent. Cake? No, baking powder. That. Baking. Roommate was playing charades with me, basically trying to tell me how it was called without making a sound. Very fun. 10 out of 10. She's very good at it. Um, Baking powder to make it rise and be super fluffy. Baking powder, butter, eggs, nuts, sugar, flour, hydrated raisins. This is for the dough. Let's call it a dough for the sake of simplicity. And now we will need powdered sugar, powdered sugar, milk, and essence, I guess, like generic essence, like vanilla essence or orange flower. Essence to your liking. And this is for the glaze. And now we are gonna roughly, very roughly, draw pound cake. Why? Because I have problems. Silence. Because why not? Whenever you ask yourself why, always ask yourself why not. And if there is a legal reason why not, then probably don't do it. But if there is no legal reason, then I don't see the problem. Like, unless you will be legally implicated with the authority of law around around you, I see no problem. We're gonna yay. This is the glaze, and this is a plate, and there is some pound cake in it. Yay! And I'll have roommate scan this so you can see how much I kinda suffer. Pancake. It's pretty simple. It's a very simple recipe. Eh. Wait, I haven't. Again, again. What you think? Okay. No more dilly dallying. Let me prepare the things that I need. A bowl, which I have. Talking about things. Talking about things. You know what I did yesterday? And I kind of baked. I mean, does it count as baking? Whatever. You know what I made yesterday? Actually, more accurately, I made brioche bread, which I have never made. That was mostly roommates. Is it better? No. Roommate looked at me like, hmm. All of the doubt, like the doubt meme. I could see the X floating around her, like, mm. Hello, I see we have someone new. Welcome, welcome. Yes, we are making cake, pound cake. But yeah, going back into my stuff before no, wait, I don't need this one. I made some brioche bread for the first time. Hello. Okay, there we go. Sorry. What was it? What is it like? Um, technical issues. Anyways, um, how many pounds of pound cake? I don't know. As many as we can make. 1 pound. 1 pound. Only one. Not more than that. This is for later. And yeah, brioche bread something. I swear it's related. It's baking. And it was the first time that I myself made some because usually roommate makes it. Um, she's the bread maker in this house, and let me deal with something. There we go. And I tried my hand at it because I was like, you know what? I want some special bread, kinda, because it's not that we don't make bread in this house. We do, but we just make like what I will call lazy bread, which is basically you put all of your ingredients, mix them all together, they kind of make a dough, and then you chuck that into the oven and a bread is made. That's my lazy bread. Eggs, butter. I have the 2 eggs right there, hopefully. And I have the butter. Welcome to my fridge. Um, right here. Yay. And I usually make that kind of bread, and brioche bread takes like a bit longer to deal with. They usually like you need to knead it, and then add the ingredients in a specific order, and then like put some, what was it, like some butter. Like you finish making the all of the dough, and then you get some bread, sorry, some butter for the bread, and you knead it all together, and but you need to knead the butter at the end, and it's super uh, complicated. So I usually just don't do brioche bread. That's just something that roommate likes. Ah, yeah, because then you have to leaven it like twice for I have no idea what amount of time, but a long time. And so I never tried it because, again, what I like to do is lazy, and it's like you check every ingredient, you mix it all together, like you chuck everything in a bowl, you mix it all together, you throw it in the oven. That's about it. You get bread. And yesterday I tried um, making like my hand that's making some brioche. Still kinda half, 3/4. Let's go half lazily because I didn't want to deal with it. Sorry, I'm looking at something because my egg came. I will explain later. Um, and the bread, and I did half of. I did the checking of ingredients as I always do, basically. But then we did the leavening. That one was mostly roommate that she did. She leavened the dough. She put it to, what was it, to rise um twice, because first you leave it rising alone, and then you go back and you kind of knead it, and then um like you shape it like a braid, and then you rise it again and you leave it there like doing the rising, and then you use a nail. It's too complicated. You see why I've only tried it yesterday, that I felt motivated enough to do that. Roommate loves it, but for me it's like way too much work. I don't do that. We. I like learning a recipe first, and then when I follow recipes only once, like literally just once. And then I just learn how to do things um pretty much. I play it by ear. And that's how I deal with cooking in general. It's like, ah, yes, do this. Okay, the recipe says do this, do that, do something else. That's the first time. And then the second time is like, what ingredients did I need? Ah, yes. And then I chuck them together in whichever order I feel appropriate, and that's about it. Like, yes, following the recipe and having the well made thing is nice and blah blah, but I just like to um I don't know what's the word, like I like the experience once. It's not like I like experiencing the same thing like the taking all the trouble to make the recipe that way all the time. I guess I could describe it like that, that's why I do it, but I don't know. Ah, so yeah, okay, I added some sugar, you might have heard that. I don't know why I'm describing my process, but I guess I have to do something like, if I expect you to kind of work with me while I'm doing this, I should put on some of the work that explains how I'm doing this. Again, I work, I don't remember how I did last time, but I usually work with measurements mostly because of my experience. Like, I don't measure things. I know how cooking works and I use that to work. So if you can't um like uh put it on a folder or transition if you want to look. Sorry, I was telling something to roommate. She's managing OBS today. Usually I do it, but I'm cooking today. I'm like one of those cooking shows where you have a lot of people doing like the things behind the scenes, and then you have the cooker, the person, the presentator, the I don't know, the actor telling you how to do stuff. We anyways, yes, measurements. I don't do measurements because I already know how to cook, which I know sucks. It won't be very uh what's the word, like very, I don't know, like useful, like whoops, like shareable, like I don't know. Mm? Yeah, sorry. Um, it's move you chat. Sorry, I'm suffering with something. Never mind. Man, I just want to put chat where I can kind of see it. It kind of works. Um, but yeah. Okay, let me rewind everything blah, 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 and go back to what I was trying to say, which is I am going to describe my process the best I can. No measurements will be accurate because I cook without measurements. What does that mean? That means that I know how to cook, I know what kind of measurements I need, but I measure them through my experience, not with measuring tools, unless I require it. Since this is a recipe that I know fairly well, um, I use my experience. I don't use a recipe, a specific. Thank you. I don't use a specific recipe. So I will kind of give you um, approximations of the measurements that I am using, but I would recommend like kind of following what I'm saying that I do, but looking for measurements in another recipe. If that is way too much, I'm sorry. I'm very inefficient at this. But anyways, and if not, don't worry. You can just listen to me uh, cook and talk and whatnot. So, uh, I added so far. I added the sugar to the bowl. I am adding butter. Because what are we going to do with that? Well, it's a very well known cooking technique. Would be. And man, I left the. I need. Ugh, one of those cooking. How is this thing called? Well, I don't know. The piece of fabric that you have around on the kitchen to clean your hands. I usually have one on my shoulders, but I took it off. Hey, back. Those were my knees. Kitchen towel, exactly that one. I left the kitchen towel away from my hands, and I needed it to clean my hands. I'm mixing the butter with the sugar. So far, it's like 20 grams, I think. Because it's a very well-known technique of baking, cooking, and stuff, where you basically do what's called cream the sugar. I know you can do it with several other ingredients and sugar, but you can't cream sugar if you don't use sugar, mind you. I know, very obvious, but just in case. Um, but what you do basically is you only mix these two together, sugar and in this case I'm using butter. I think you can use other stuff. I don't know if it works with oil, but I think it has been done with like I don't know because I haven't tried. Um, but I know that it has been used. You can use coconut oil and stuff. I don't know if like sunflower oil can be used. Probably yes, because basically it's the way you cream sugar is you use sugar the way I know, not the end all. You use sugar and some kind of greasy element. In this case, I'm using butter. Um, to mix them all together and make the mix of sugar and butter pretty much like mix with each other and make it fluffier. I got distracted. But yeah, that's why we mix these two ingredients together. Usually some other recipes ask for like what was it like dry ingredients one side and less dry ingredients the other side. Like you mix the dry ingredients together and the wet ingredients together, and I do that but mostly with flour and baking powder. I do not do it with uh, 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 like if I have sugar, flour, and blah 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 and other ingredients, I don't do it that way because I learned this way. Yeah, that's it. I have no other way. I did not go to cooking school or whatever. I just learned how to cook at home. Grandma taught me. Well, grandma taught me the basis, and I and I flew with what I got. So yeah, so far I have sugar and butter in a bowl. Now next part I'm gonna make it with a stand-in mixer. But if you don't have a stand-in mixer, don't worry, you can mix by hand. It's gonna take a long time. I know that by experience, but worry not. It can be made without the specific tools that I am using. Let me deal with one thing that is in the middle of my work. Goodbye. I'll see you later. Okay. I need first to put the bowl in the correct position. Okay, dealt with, and I'm gonna be making pound cake, so I need the whip attachment for this thing. But yeah, basically just use how is it that these are called? Like the whipping thing. I forgot. The whisk, that. Thank you. Basically just grab one whisk, and if you don't have a whisk, don't worry, you can use a long toothed fork. That's what I used before having when I didn't have a whisk. This is gonna be kinda noisy. Okay, I have a problem. The whisk picked up all of the butter, but the sugar is down there and it's not integrating them. Ah, man. Wee. Okay, now it's working. Okay, I'm gonna stand aside from that so I don't I don't know, like, so I don't destroy your ears. Why am I uncorking my water bottle? I wanted to drink some water. I do need to refill it though. And today is a perfect day for some pound cake. Because it's a rainy day, and rainy days are perfect for pound cakes. Or cake in general, to be honest. Okay. Let me check this. It's trying. Put it a bit faster so it tries faster. I need. No, I have. Never mind. I need a place to put that. Let me Google that for you. No. I'm gonna do something that is very useful to do, but not many people do it. Which is something that you learn by cooking is to not necessarily blindly trust any ingredient, and that includes very specifically eggs. It was fine. I had an egg that for some reason had a... Dang it! It had a hole. Like part of the thing had separated, not the egg, like the egg skin had separated and it made a bubble, but the interior, the egg itself is fine. It's just that that appeared and that happened. Let me check the sugar. It done. Thank you. It's fun. It even has like a puffy, white puffy thing. Yeah. But yeah. So whenever you're gonna use eggs, never throw them, like, first of all, again, don't blindly trust any of your ingredients, especially if you get them from a farmer's market and stuff like that, because they are really, really natural, which means it hasn't been filtered industrially, so you will find some weird occurrences in the process. And the occurrences can be good or bad. As an example, I found some double egg yolk eggs. That is good. More egg yolk. But as something bad, there is eggs that are bad, but they don't look bad. So always be careful and like put the egg first in a, like, break the egg first in a receptacle so you can see how it is. And if it doesn't seem very good, then you just don't use it and you don't compromise all of your uh, all of the ingredients that you've already used. Okay, so that's egg one. Now that the butter and the sugar are creamed, which is to say they are mixed. It could have done with a lot more mixing, but I think that the egg is going to help with it. Now I add the eggs. Why, you say, Panda? Why not add something else? Well, I don't know. Roommate was looking at me like I was expecting you to go, F you! No, we are trying to share today the joy of cooking. I am not going to I will try not to be very aggressive. Only a little bit aggressive, like a little bit. Ha, okay, second egg broken. Perfectly fine. He's so cute. The panda looks like a panda clown. Second egg goes in. Let's go. Okay, now that we have the two eggs, we mix again with the sugar and the butter. Why? Because why not? Basically because it will help mix things better. Now, if you don't like egg or don't use egg or are allergic to egg, which I learned that's a thing, not now, but at some point in my life, and it's an interesting thing. It's like learning that people are like, it's such an everyday thing. Here, eggs and stuff and chicken produce and products. It's such a, I don't know what's the, like, it's such an everyday thing that when you hear, yes, there's an egg allergy, I was like, wait, what? Really? Like, isn't it? Allergies are a very interesting, let's say, concept thing. Like, they are so weird. Such a weird phenomena. Okay. I'm gonna have to pause this and get my thingy because the butter and the sugar that got mixed got stuck into the sides of my bowl. As you will see with roommate's photo now. Give me it. Okay. It's stuck to the sides, so I have to scrape it off the sides. So I make sure that they actually get mixed. You know, I wasn't thinking about it, but since I'm gonna make this probably like a a thing like the cooking thing, I will put somewhere on my hashtags when I make hashtags. Should I already have hashtags or should I wait until I debut? Who knows? But I'm gonna have hashtags uh, for cooking things. Hello! Welcome to this corner of the internet. How's it going? Give me a second. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna, now that I scrape the thing, the butter and the sugar from the sides, I'm gonna put these two mix again. Hopefully they will mix now. And while that is very noisily mixing, I will prepare the the nuts and stuff. I'm gonna need a for the 10th time. I'm gonna prepare the nuts. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna need a knife for this. I don't think I should cut the peanuts, but I'm gonna do it anyways. My chopping knife. Ugh. If you wonder, Panda, why is that your sitting noise? It's because I have to sit on the floor and it's kinda like I'm 180. It takes time, okay, to move my center of gravity close to the door to the floor. We need to cook. Yeah, exactly. We need to cook and do the cooking. We shall. So, what am I doing? Yes, I'm cutting the peanuts or the nuts or the whatever it is that you want to add to it. I am putting nuts and raisins because it's what I have, and it's because, I don't know, like I just got a craving for it. Like, have you ever cooked something because you're like, today is a perfect day for some sponge cake, and that's about it? If not, don't worry. If you end up learning how to cook from these streams, which I have no idea how you would, but if you do, man, you have some good learning abilities. You will understand once when you know how to cook. Physics and cooking goes along very well. Yes, sir. Physics is everywhere. Physics can be found everywhere in life. This is taking a lot longer because the peanuts, the chopping knife, it's sending, it's literally eating all of the peanuts, so I have to be very careful when I cut them, so I don't end up finding peanuts for the next 10 months or so when I walk around or sweep the floor. Yum yum. Yeah, I'll see. I don't think I will this time, but usually I will take into account adding some of the liquid for the rehydrated raisins. But in case that you decide to do that, because sometimes I rehydrated them with, well, I didn't, the roommate did, but the rehydration, the hydration of the peanuts, raisins, not the peanuts, of the raisins was made, I think, with warm water, normal water. But sometimes what grandma used to do, let me check this. Perfect. I'm gonna leave this up so roommate can take a photo of that and show you. What grandma used to do was she would rehydrate raisins with some kind of cooking liquor. She will use sweet wine, but you can use, if you like that kind of stuff, you can use whichever one you like. In which case, I would recommend to use at least some measure of the liquid, like to mix it with the rest of the preparation, so you can. So it helps with the aromatics of the pudding, of the pound cake in this case. It will help with the flavors and stuff, and it would also it will also smell a lot better. Well, I mean, it will smell a lot less like generic pound cake, and it's gonna smell more like aromatic pound cake. If I am not making any sense, it's because I am using a knife, and I am concentrating so I don't cut myself. Okay, let me close the peanut holder so I don't throw it and don't have to end up the next 15 minutes picking up peanuts, because I do not want to do that. Too much work. And did you take a photo of? Yay! Okay. Yes. I was basking in this moment of less noisiness. While we still do the peanuts, what we are gonna do now, what I'm gonna do now is, what I'm gonna do now is have my medals. But apart from that, right in time. No, my med. It fell. Yum yum. Okay, what I'm going to do now is add some flour and add with the flour the whatchamacallit, the baking powder. Let me see if I have my strainer, sifter, both at the same time. Here we are. So I've seen that roommate is pre-measuring things before I put them in the in the mixture. So thank you, roommate, for the good measuring. For the good measuring. It's like, it was tablespoon, right? Because it's 1 tablespoon. Yeah. Okay, I like to put the two things together, like the baking powder sifted with the flour. Why? Because I've been taught that way. I don't know. There are a lot of things that I do while cooking that have literally no way of being explained. It's not like, yes, it's because, again, I didn't learn cooking because of cooking school or stuff. My grandma taught me, and I just kept on putting the knowledge in use. That's about it. It's not very professional. It's just home cooking. Okay, so I sifted the flour and the baking powder, which is important because and mostly in baking, maybe not so in other cooking disciplines, I don't know. But in baking sweets, it's important to sift the flour always. I don't think I've found one time where you don't sift the flour while baking sweets, which is you avoid clumps in the flour, which they can form because, flour physics stuff. The flour can clump, and that makes like little balls of biteable thingies that if you don't sift the flour first before putting it in, you will find them later because they will not break apart basically. And you will find them later, and biting a piece of anything sweet, like biting some pound cake and finding a, I don't know, flour bomb of sorts, is not very nice. Joking from experience. So, what you do is you sift it. I sift it together with the baking powder because it's like, well, technically I should have mixed the two things together, but when I don't mix them, when I don't mix the baking powder and the flour together, I sift them together, which is a way of kind of mixing it. Now, very slowly, I'm gonna leave that mixing while I go back. Yay! Hello, Emerald! Welcome, welcome! Cake! We are doing cake! I'm gonna go back to cut peanuts, kinda one by one. Actually, I'm cutting them in pairs, so my brain for a second there, I forgot the in pairs phrase, and I was like, I am cutting it paired. Okay, that one I cut alone. So yeah, I'm cutting the peanuts. I know that usually I shouldn't have to. I would just throw them in and be done with it. But I think that today, that I'm feeling fancy, smaller pieces of peanuts are gonna be better. I don't know if I will check because, again, remember how I told you that I usually just don't measure stuff. I go at it by my own cooking experience. If you don't remember, don't worry. I don't measure stuff. I will say it again. I don't measure stuff. I have a lot of experience cooking, mostly baking sweets. So there are several things that you do while baking sweets that usually repeat a lot. So like certain measurements and stuff, unless it's like really specific kinds of recipes, like, I don't know, macarons or eclairs, which actually do have like the recipe for eclair is very similar for choux pastry, which is, how is it? Cream puffs. Cream puffs. The recipe for eclairs and cream puffs is very similar, so haha. But unless they are a very specific recipe, mostly most of the okay. Oh, it's separated again. It got stuck in the yeah. The whip tends to do that. The whisk tends to do that. It clamps up. What was I saying? Yes, that unless the recipe is extremely specific about certain stuff, usually there are certain, let's say, behaviors or things that you do for baking sweets that will repeat themselves. So I just learned those instead of doing like following every recipe. Like if I know that it's, as an example, if I know that it's a cake that I'm making, like a pound cake or a sponge cake or something like that, I need baking powder. But if it's something different, like a pie, then I don't need baking powder because we don't need fluffy pie crust. Ah, yes. You know, I heard about that, about mushroom a lot, and I was like, oh, what an interesting name. I wonder what the anime is about, and I just like left it there. And I think recently with roommate we watched it, like the first and second episode or so. Really fun, really cute, and yes, we will try later on the year. I will try to make some cream puffs. I will have to follow the recipe because at least mostly for the dough for cream puffs, because it is a very delicate dough, so I can't just mess it up willy nilly. But then again, it's a very particular recipe, so I don't really mind. And also, it's not like I'm doing cream puffs every day. Uh, take too long compared to other stuff. But yee, Nyum. Okay, so I'm still cutting some. I'm cut. I'm cut. I'm cutting almonds now because I am adding almonds. By this time, you probably will be cutting, or you can cut and add whichever it is that you want. Maybe you don't have almonds and peanuts. Maybe you have, I don't know. Maybe you don't like peanuts. So you are adding cashews or pecan, or what was the other one? Um, maybe what's the one that it's inside the acorn? The one that they use for Nutella and stuff. Oh, well, maybe you will add some Nutella. I don't know. You can add whichever you like, because as far as I'm concerned, the recipes and the things that I do are very flexible. Like, they don't really change much if you decide to change up some stuff. It just boils down to um, at most the texture or the flavor of certain things. Like, it's not gonna be the same if you add Nutella than if you um, add crunchy bits like I am doing right now. One is gonna be softer than the other one, but still very flexible recipes. We have almonds, and then I could have. I don't want this time, but usually if I add like nuts and dried fruit and stuff like that, I like to add some chocolate. But I won't this time. I just want my rehydrating, the rehydrated raisins and almonds and peanuts. We uh, noise, no city. There we go. How's the? It works with the amount of flour, or is it gonna need some more? It works. Okay. Yeah. Usually I might need to add some extra flour every now and then. Yeah, we can use that one. I don't. I don't see anything wrong with it. You know what I will do? I'll probably won't use all of the nuts for the inside. I will leave some for after we use the glaze to have stuck in the top to decorate a bit. Oh, pollen. We could use the bees pollen thingy that we got that they gave us last time. A neighbor gave us some pollen, which was weird because the honey I was expecting, but the pollen not so much. But very nice of them nonetheless. We recently learned how to do the pollen, so how to use pollen on uh like sweets and stuff. So we are gonna do that. Okay, almost there with the nuts and the almonds. You know, I should have prepared a lot of these things. Well, at least I should. It's not that I should. You know what? Let me change my wording. I think like maybe I could have prepared most of these like before, you know. But then again, uh, I mostly prepared. The only thing we prepared was the raisins that they need hydration, so we prepared them in advance because that really needs some. Um, if you want them correctly hydrated, you will need to do it in advance. If not, they are gonna be like all weird and chewy and like I don't know, like biting a piece of plastic. Really gross. Long story short, but I always feel like maybe I'm stalling or whatnot when dealing with ingredients like cutting almonds and whatnot. But then I think, I mean, this is pretty much how cooking goes. So, and me and you are here to do a cooking stream. And what is a cooking stream if I have everything prepared and I don't sit down and cut some almonds while we talk about random stuff? You can also do this, you know, I just remember that you can also use fresh fruit with this, but I recommend that you, if it won't be eaten in the day that you keep the the cake in the fridge because it has fresh fruits and fresh fruits are very what's the word, delicate and get mold really easily. Mostly it's to avoid the mold. Wait, what? Oh, perfect. Okay, let me pause this. And let me bring the nuts and the raisins. Okay, so I'm gonna add half of this maybe, or okay, maybe like a bit, maybe the bigger pieces. Okay, that should be enough for the decoration, right? Do I add this? Okay. Ah, well, a bit more than intended. Filling. And now raisins that I have on a yeah, on a that I have hydrating somewhere. The liquid as well? Oh, okay, okay. I'm being instructed on how to take a photo. Roommate is like, no, you put it like this so we get the spoon and we can show the. And I'm like, oh, okay. Blump. I'm gonna add a couple more spoons, spoonfuls of raisin. Yeah, that should be enough. I reckon. And okay, let me put the raisins down. The good thing about the raisins is that they are already kind of like what's the word? Um, mm, mm, I forgot. Well, raisins will what's the word? Like will I can keep these ones in the fridge until I need them again for the next cake or something. Okay, now let's we are gonna mix this so the nuts and the raisins whoop integrate. Okay, now faster. Wheel, 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 wheel. I think that should be enough. Okay, I'm gonna let it running on low for a bit, and I'm gonna check. Um, ah, okay, it's almost time to put it on the uh mold mold cake tin. Well, technically it's not a tin because it's glass, but tin nonetheless. So we have the cake tin here. I did that so I can try and get as much of the because this whisk attachment, my man, it grabs like it gets all of the what's the name like the dough, the cake preparation gets stuck on it, like all of it. Okay, we are gonna bring this here. And then I'm gonna make some. You know what? I was gonna make some coffee, but I think I'm gonna make some tea. Some oolong maybe. Please give me back the racing that is stuck between your blades. Thank you. Well, technically it's not blades because it's a whisk. Ah, you understand. And if you don't, you understand. Okay, now that I can got most of the dough out of the whisk, hopefully, we'll try and put the dough on the cake tin. Yay! That roommate pre-buttered and pre-floured while I was doing other stuff. So far, so good. It looking nice. We put the preparation on the cake tin. I'm scraping. Scraping. Whoops, sorry. I was scrapping yesterday. I have a scrapbook full of images of Kamomi Sensei. And by that I mean drawings that Kamomi Sensei did. And that's when I realized Kamomi Sensei is my Kamiyoshi. Because I usually don't think about things that way. I just go, yeah, I really like the work of this person. And if I really like it, I say that I really like it. But then I realize that maybe I have kind of like a shrine where I draw. And now I was making a scrapbook out of her images for personal use. And then I realized, damn, maybe I like this person a little bit too much. I don't think I can explain this by saying, yeah, I just really like their stuff. It clearly seems to go a lot farther than that. But yes, I'm scraping so we can get as much dough as we can. I'm gonna have to clean all of this later. So if your roommate, lovely roommate, can put that with some water, here, put this as well. Meow, meow. And this one, thank you. Okay. Yum, 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 yum. I had some what's the word? Racing liquid on my hands. Racing liquid. Okay. So I put the cake on the cake tin. Roommate is probably going to come and shoo me away so she can get a photo of it. Ah! Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Sorry, I came upon something. Yay. That's why. Now I see what you put on screen. Now that's why you were getting photos, extra photos of the raisins. Always hydrate raisins. Yes, please. If not, it's gonna be really gross. Yes. You might notice that there is no measurement for the raisins and the nuts, like how many you might need to add and stuff like that. And the answer to that is because you put in as many as you like. If you don't like, you don't put in any. If you don't like, you don't put. If you like, you put. Yay. Like, at most, the only thing that I can tell you that to quote unquote limit yourself a bit is if you like raisins and stuff, like you like them really, like a ton, like a real ton, I would recommend that, yes, put a good amount of it, but never enough to have the cake mix disappear. Like it's just nuts and raisins covered in some weird slime. Don't do that. Like use enough uh, nuts and um, raisins or whatever it is that you're putting on, but where it looks like it's sprinkled with a bit more nuts and raisins than usual, but not like full on. Because I've seen people do that. I've seen people be like, "Oh, I really like nuts," and then they add like, I don't know, 500 grams of nuts into the mix, and it's no longer cake mix. Now it's just nuts coated in something. And then of course you put that and it doesn't fluff as much as a pound cake would, or uh it doesn't like raise, and it doesn't look like a pound cake anymore because it's no longer a pound cake. It's just nuts in the shape of a cake. So don't do that. I hope I managed to transmit what I wanted to transmit. If not, um I'm so sorry, and you will learn what I'm trying to transmit by hand. You will go, you know what? Panda is wrong. I will put all of the nuts, the bag of nuts, the bag of 1 kilogram of nuts, all of that into my preparation. And then it's only nuts, and you will munch on nuts, and there's no cake dough or whatever. Like, I usually don't measure that stuff because I don't need to. But I do have to say, admit, let's say, that I use my measurements of how much nuts and stuff I want to add through references of pound cakes and stuff that I've seen in real life, that I've eaten myself. Ah, yes, good of roommate that she added. Whenever you add or whenever you make a cake and stuff, it's very important that you fill less than half of the cake tin or half of the cake tin at most, because if not, it will overflow and you will have cake everywhere. So also, as an extra measure, always make sure, I know that the cake tin can go into the grilly oven shelf or whatever. Please, as a measure or as a no, you know what? As an advice, I would advise you to actually put the cake tin not directly into the oven shelf, but into a pan or something that, in case it overflows, it will catch all of that, and you won't spend a whole week cleaning the oven because some dough got where it didn't have to, and now I don't know. Yeah, now I don't know what to. Now I keep on finding actually cake dough smell or contents everywhere whenever I use the oven. Again, personal experience. I mean, sure, I don't see why not. Maybe I bit too much, but I don't know. Maybe like the first shelf and second shelf, because I'm discussing with roommate the position of the cake because. Oh, okay. What I'm trying to say is I don't know if it fits. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is I don't know if it fits. That's the oven. I don't know if you can hear it. Maybe you can, maybe you cannot. We have a convection oven. It fits. And it's very good. It's awesome. It's better than the other one that we had, which wasn't a convection oven. But the problem that it has is that, as you might have heard if you managed to hear that, is that it has a fan, and it's good because basically that's how the convection oven works. Like it heats and it has a fan, and the fan like it's moved all over the fan. The fan moves the hot air there. My two brain cells connected again. The fan moves the hot air around, and that's what makes the oven be so. It's not effective. What is the word? Optimized, I guess. It's better at heating because now the heat is properly distributed. But the problem with the fan is it's a fan, so it makes a lot of noise and a lot of air movement. So what we have been doing lately, cake dough and cake stuff usually need, something not blowing on it to rise properly. So what we have been doing is use the other um, oven. How is it that those are called? The oven. I mean, I'm calling it. I could call it shelf, but it's not what I want to share. Tray, that one. Thank you. Um, we are using the oven, the trays that came with the oven that also kind of function as shelves in this one, to shield the cakes and the breads from the fan, the violence of the fan. Ah. Okay, now I have to clean this disaster. While we wait, because the thing is in the oven, while we wait for this to be cooked, we are gonna clean this disaster. And by we, I mean you and me, Chad. I'm gonna clean, and you will have to listen to me. And we are also gonna make some tea so we can enjoy. Uh, so we can enjoy the pound cake. Sorry, I was looking at stuff. Huh. Man, I need more yay. Okay. Let me get myself some more water. Let me put this where it was. I'm thinking like, am I gonna take you with me to get the things washed, because that might be a lot of noise for y'all. But at least I'm gonna start with the first, giving myself some water, because she whiz, I am dehydrated. I am thirsty, and in the normal meaning of that word, because I know that it has been used with a different meaning. No, you know what I just realized? There was like a festival yesterday, and it ended, and now it's raining, and there's no more festival anymore. Good, good. Yum, yum. Okay, let me refill the water bottle, and then we start putting things away, because we have to wait anyways while 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 the pound cake is being cooked, baked, ovened. So might as well. Usually I would sit down and do something. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am cleaning because I am streaming, so it's like, what can I do while I stream? And cleaning eh, is pretty much in the yes, very accessible list. But if not, I will usually be too tired because I'm taking my time, and actually I should learn from this. But usually when I'm hungry and I am like, you know what, I'm gonna make pound cake. I like fully optimize myself, and I do it in like half the time that I would have taken um if I wasn't streaming. And I put so much effort into optimizing all of my time that I end up extremely tired. So I guess that's a learning experience for Panda. Maybe don't do the thing that you always do. Yes, we still have to make the milk glaze. Okay, these two things go into the fridge. Welcome back into my fridge. Hello, this is inside the fridge. If the acoustics, if it sounds anything any way different, it's because that was my fridge. That's the sugar. We put it away. Putting away. Putting away. Cleaning all the stuff and putting away. I don't know if this is gonna work in any way, shape, or form. And if it doesn't, it's my fault and I accept it. But I'm leaving like some sugar, sorry, some flour for the ants in the pots, in the plant pots. No, wait. This one goes closed. Okay. Recycle. Because flour here is sold, I guess, in paper bags. Which is awesome because that makes it recyclable. Let's go. Eco-friendly. Captain Planet. Captain Planet would be so proud of me. I don't want to hear how old I am because I said Captain Planet. I am not going to have it. And in this house, we respect Captain Planet. God dang it. How dare you? Sorry, I've been called like too old because of. Shut up. You are the biggest offender, roommate. I've been called too old because what is Captain Planet, Panda? And I'm like, what do you mean what that is? It's from our childhood. From when we were really young. And the roommate was looking at me like, what do you mean? Haruhi is my childhood. And I'm like, come on. I can't be the only one who watches Captain Planet. And what about and what about Jim? And 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 what about Speed Racer? Roommate is looking at me with increasing concern. Come on, that was on the TV. You know, there comes Speed Racer. He's a devil on wheels. Sorry, I'm seeing the progressive, like, roommates if roommate's face could frown, I guess you could say it any any farther, she would end up like those comics where someone eats like, what is it, like a lemon and the whole face goes. There he comes, there comes Speed Racer, he's a devil on wheels. Ah, come on. You're gonna now tell me that you never watched Astro Boy. What about Simba the White Lion? The Flintstones. Come on. Roommate is now giving her back to me. She doesn't want to talk to me. Man, I can't be wrong. It's you. It's the children that are wrong. Don't bring Squishy into this. Okay, I'm gonna wash. I might wash. Boom. First, I need to finish cleaning some stuff. Like this stuff. He's a devil on wheels. Romantic look. Don't bring Squishy onto this fight. I'm not old. How's it? Roommate is looking at the TV, which is the oven because it has. Oh, it's moving! I didn't realize that it's moving. Remember that we put an oven tray on it so it wouldn't like be affected too much by the fan. For some reason, it's like jumping, not jumping, but moving up and down, kind of like a seesaw, but very lightly. There he comes. There comes Speed Racer. Wee, 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 wee. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're gonna tell me now that you didn't watch the Thundercats. Well, I know that I'm doing it on purpose because I like watching roommate's face. Is that a panda and ice cream bowl? Where? Oh, yes. Yes, they are. The panda one, I think we accidentally found it, like, we went into a place that was selling, like, bowls and stuff. And I saw that and I, like, clutched it as if my life depended on it. And we ended up buying it, and it was apparently the last one, so I'm so happy that I got it. And the ice cream bowl was given to me by grandma, actually. Grandma gave me the ice cream bowl. I used to eat ice cream on it, but it's too shallow now, so I just use it as generic cooking bowl. And yes, I got the panda bowl, and roommate got a cat bowl, if I recall correctly. All this moving around is making panda tired. And kinda hot. What? Okay. So I've dealt with the table. I've dealt with the floor. Now I have to deal with some washing. Yeah, let me put some things away. Is this the old one? Do we throw this away? No? Okay. Then I leave it somewhere else. Yeah. That's nice. Ah, thank you. It's really cute, isn't it? Eee. What in goodness gracious is this? Why do we have a cube of bread? How do you call this? Like the inside of the bread? I forgot. But well, we have a cube. Well, we roommate left a cubic amount of bread on the table. So I guess it's roommate the one who has it, not me. Let me put this somewhere else. Yeah, that one goes there. Let me put away some of this stuff. Yum, yum, yum. I'll deal with that later. Yum, yum, yum. This is for tea. Ah, yes. Which tea should we be making? I was thinking of like dark oolong, but we can also make whichever. Like, what do we have? We have um Earl Grey. We have green oolong. We also have. Ooh, we have rooibos. Rooibos. How is it called? Hmm. I'll never know. But yeah, that one. We have a lot of tea in this house. If you ask yourself why, it's because I just really like drinking tea. Yeah. Like I like making tea and making coffee and making stuff in general. Ta ta ta. Ta 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 ta. And I was thinking that maybe with this one I wanted to like maybe um okay, I'm washing the teapot. Well, it's actually not a teapot, it was a coffee pot. Ooh, osmanthus! We could make osmanthus, yes. I'm washing the teapot, which is not a teapot, it's actually a coffee pot, but we have been using it as a teapot because it's really nice. I was thinking of maybe like a dark, like a red, black tea, that a black tea, but osmanthus wine. Taste is the same, but where are those who no who share the memories? We beep 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 beep. One. Eh, two. There we go. 80 to 85. Okay, because it's a green tea. But yeah, I was thinking more of a black tea, but I think osmanthus is gonna be actually a good one. A good one for this, since we didn't add. I didn't add any essence in the dough, which I usually do. Yeah, Shangli, exactly. But this time I didn't because I'm not gonna lie to you, I forgot. But it's gonna have some. It's gonna be glazed, so that didn't really matter at the end of the day. I'm right. Yay! Tea. I love how the tea thing says tea. like as if you didn't know what is on the tea bag. Oh man, a tea bag. I wonder what it's full of. Tea. Gasp. OMG. I can't believe it. Man, this is fun. I started with a lot of because I'll tell you. I'll share my side. Whenever I do stuff like this, um I forget basically until next time. And I forget how fun it is until I am doing it. You know, kind of like running or taking a shower, where it's like, oh man, this is so much time and so much trouble, and I don't want to deal with this. And then you are in the shower or running, and it's like, man, this is awesome. 10 out of 10. I'm doing this again every day. And then you start again, and it's like, oh gosh, I don't want to deal with this again. Basically, that's kind of how my brain works sometimes. And this is actually really fun. I have fun. The reason why I keep doing these streams is because I really have fun, and I have fun. Hopefully, you have fun as well. And roommate gets food out of this, so everyone wins. And I have really a good time, but I kind of forget, so I get nervous, and it's like, oh man, what if I forget, or what if I forget about this, and what if I say something wrong? Oh, I'm so nervous, and then I just like stream, and it's like, ah man, so fun, 10 out of 10. We'll do this again. Silly worries that I get every now and then. I guess I'll lose them when I start like doing it a lot more. The idea would be to do it a lot more, of course, because I don't know, it's fun and I like cooking. And to be honest, I could actually do with more cooking streams, like having fun and cooking stuff, and roommate gets to eat, so she doesn't ask for food anymore. Well, when I don't want to cook, actually, because I like cooking and cooking is fun, but there are some times when it's like, ugh, cooking, no, like check what we have. Like we have some dry bread. Use that with some, like I don't know, like put that in some milk and eat that. Because yeah, you know, you get tired sometimes, and sometimes cooking is like too much. But now that I feel really motivated to cook, like right now, it's really fun, and it's like, ah man, I want to share this with someone. So I really do have fun with these streams. It's just that I am extremely what's the word, shy, and that was for the milk, Lace. Don't drink it. Roommate is looking at me like, no, I didn't do anything. You didn't see. You saw nothing. You didn't see me drinking the milk that is for the milk, Lace. No, you cheeky little thing. Okay. I put away some stuff. Yeah. There you go. You go here, I think. And now I'm gonna wash some stuff. I'm gonna put stuff away. Do I throw this, or are you using it? Putting this away in case that you need it later. No, I'm not gonna origami it into a weird triangular shape unless you want me to. Okay, fine, I'm doing that then. At first you didn't like it, and then you just couldn't live with it without it, I guess. Why are you flashing the poor oven? What are you doing to it? Ah, yes, the oven. We have something in the oven. I forgot already. What is this? Oh, I know what that is now. Okay, I'm taking this. This is also to put away. This is also to put away. And this is also to put away. Man, so many things to put away that I forgot to put away. Put away, put away. That's because I clean things and I just abandon them there, and it's like, yeah, when they dry, I'll deal with them. I don't. Spoiler alert. I don't. But they are clean. So I guess we still win in some manner. In some way. All these crouching and going back up and crouching is doing wonder for my knees. It's like a squat, but further down. Ta 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 ta. Oop. Ta 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 pa ta pa ta pa pa pam. Okay, now it's time to wash some stuff. Wow, wow, wow. Wait, I need to. Where did I put the detergent? Here it is. Found it. Whew. Okay, hopefully the sound of the water is not too bothersome. I don't need it. Okay, yay. Like, I'm gonna be needing it a lot less than I expect. I'm gonna wash this. And I'm gonna wash some more. How long do you think it's... yes, I never said when I put it in the oven at which temperature and for how long I'm gonna put this. Well, if you can see the inside of your ovens like I can, then pretty much cook the pound cake until it looks golden. Not yellow golden, but like golden, because yellow golden it's still probably kind of yellow golden is still probably kind of like uncooked inside. But if you don't have that magic, which I know that I didn't when I didn't have this oven that I now have with a lovely window towards the inside, it's you have to put it like what was it, 180 Celsius for 35 to 45 minutes. The more amount of dough you have, the more I would recommend it leaving it on the, like the longer I would recommend leaving it on the oven. Yum yum. So it's pretty simple. If you still doubt if it's fully cooked or not, grab like a poking implement. How is it that they are called? Well, a long. If you have a chopstick, grab a chopstick. But if you don't have a chopstick, how is it that they are called? Like the things that the shashlik things? Roommate is looking at me like, brochette? I think it was the name. Brochette stick. That one. You can use one of those to poke inside the uh, the pound cake, and if it comes out clean, that is, if no raw dough got stuck into the stick, then it means it's done. It's fully cooked. If it doesn't, if there are some raw dough goes out, comes out sticking into the stick, then you just need to leave it in the oven for a little bit longer. How long? Well, since you have already poked it with a stick, until you poke it with a stick again and it comes out clean. That's how I learned to measure the cookedness of things. When it doesn't, it looks cooked, but you're cooked, like fully finished, but it isn't, maybe. That happens a lot when you can't see inside of the oven, or you have like old ovens, which is what I usually have, because grandma's house is really old, and she had like a really, really old oven. Not the ones that are like log powered, but not that far. And those you really can't like see inside like the new ones. So you have to learn you have to learn some extra techniques to tell if things are like done cooking or not. But hey, it's important to adapt yourself, and I am here to help you with that, so don't worry. Panda will help. If you don't know how to cook, I will help. Through the internet as much as I can. If you know how to cook, I don't think you need my help, but if you still need help, I will help, because why not? You can always give a helping hand. That's what Grandma used to say. Dun, dun, dun. Cleaning some stuff. Weep, beep, 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 beep. Cleaning some stuff. Because I have to make some time between the preparation and the cake being done. Para pa 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 pam. Ba da da pa pa pam. Ba da da pa pa pam. Ba da da pa pa pam. Wa da da pa pa pam. Wee dee dee beep beep beep. Okay. Squeak, squeak. Squeaky, squeaky. Let's gonna do away with these two as well. There are some plates from yesterday. I ate late and I didn't wanna wash, so I wash them today. No shame on it, as long as you have it clean. Grandma used to say, always search for the positive in things. It will make your life a little bit better. That doesn't mean not to feel bad about stuff, because I don't know if I ever said this, but I've learned through therapy mostly that Emotions are like knee-jerk reactions to stuff. So if you feel bad, then you just feel bad. That's it. It's not wrong. It's not wrong nor right. It's just your reaction to the thing. You just need to know why you feel bad. And also living constantly. I had a time where I lived constantly looking at things in a negative way. And you know what? It's not very productive. I'm not saying that you ignore it, but you just get so caught up in the negative and the negative feelings and stuff that it even stopped me from drawing at a certain point. So, positive things, good. Feelings good. Got distracted. We'll go back to cleaning. Ta 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 tam. Ah yes, have we chosen some like the mags that we are gonna be using? Because you see, I have a collection of, I think now it's bigger, but it used to be at least 50 something mugs. I think now it's bigger, but I would actually have to go and count them, and I do not want to do that. No, actually, I just forget. I've been thinking about it a lot. Like, do I still have 50 something marks, or do I have like a couple more? To be honest, I don't know. I haven't counted. I haven't recounted them. How many marks do we have? A roommate also doesn't know. Yeah, we can use those. Good choice. Okay, I finished cleaning. And I assume that the pound cake must be close to being done. Where is this? There we go. The kitchen towel. Is that a dog-shaped cake tin? Traditional German Osterlamm, which often is made of Eichwärteig mit Fett. I have no idea what it's made of. I've never encountered that one. Ah, you need me to wash that? But no, it's just that I already started taking the gloves off, and for some reason these ones are sticking weirdly into my hand, and now it's like pushing them down is hard. I got scared. I felt it was kinda hot, and I was like, why? Yeah, it has some. You know, between my big collection of mugs, I have something that looks like a milk carton, like the small ones, like the ones that they give you at school. And I remember that I got it because during 2020, 2021, I think, like while pandemic was full blown, I remember that I started watching uh, a YouTube channel of I think it was a Korean couple that had like a cafe. Oh, it's done. Let's go. Just in time. It had a cafe. I can't remember how it was called, but I remember that. Oh, yes, it was that one and the other one, the one that worked alone. Yeah, that one is the couple, the couple, and the one that was alone that had always like uh how is it that it's called, tweezers with cat paw shaped. It was really cute, and they had this um like milk carton shaped uh like glass where they would serve boba and stuff like that to, aesthetics and whatnot, because those videos are as much about the food as they are actually about the aesthetics. Like 50-50. You go there 50% because food, and the other 50% is aesthetics. And I remember like falling in love with that and thinking, oh man, because of how Kumarin Forest is, like we are really limited in resources, in aesthetics resources. Um, I'm never gonna find uh that uh I'm never gonna find a glass that looks like that. And for some reason, and I'm talking about like we are talking about like kind of like luck, I don't know, like a weird twist of destiny and stuff. I actually found one. I actually found a thing, a milk carton uh, mug, which I don't call it a glass because technically it's not a glass because it's made of porcelain, but I did find basically a receptacle with the shape of a milk carton, and I was so happy, and I bought it. I that was me. Um, I just bought it. I didn't like doubt it for a second. I saw it and I bought it, and I'm so happy about it. Okay, something smells kinda. Oh, yay! I would say the other side. Weepy piri piri beep beep piri beep beep piri piri beep beep piri. Ah, yeah, that one's cuter. Yum. Ah, eh. Man, I'm so tall. Everything is so far from me, and it's average size as well. Like, why, why is it only me? The pound cake. Wait, we will need a cake holder. No, what is it? Like, yeah, that thing. Ooh, it came out perfectly. It also stuck kind of a bit to the. Okay, the oven tray fell off. I hope that wasn't too loud. Oh, yay! Ah, yes, we were kind of missing the glaze. I have the glaze. Ah, yes, the oven mitts. Here you have. I have the glaze, and I have. Ooh, perfect. Perfectly golden. I washed it, so yes, it's close to you. What happened? Ah, roommate was checking something, and I'm like, what? What happened? Now I'll just glaze it. Whoop. Let's go. Yes, the other side. Turn it around so I can glaze it. So I can glaze it. Nothing happened. I won't tell. Gasp. Kiwi. We beep beep. This might have been a bit less than I expected for glaze. Doesn't matter. We work through it with whatever. Man, it smells nice. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, it's way too little glaze. I was expecting it, to be a bit more so I could get the peanuts and almonds. Why does the powdered sugar gets like we have a very good place where we have the powdered sugar um uh, where we put it, but the bowl thingy, the Tupperware, um, it's like it's really hard to open, which I guess is good because um the powdered sugar then it won't get like moisture. Thank you. Yes, it's like years of years and years of practice. There was one time where I was trying to make a pound cake, and I forgot um, to turn down the fire, like to make it between 180 and stuff, and I burned one side so bad. Ah, yes, also that one. But that helped me to get to where I am today. Not that bad at cooking. At least as far as I don't burn them, I guess I'm okay. I had to eat my share of burnt stuff back in the day. Okay. That's the peanut. And that's the pollen. Yeah, I did my best. Ah, we have to put it over there. Yes. We And we are done. And roommate will probably take a photo of all of these and get a photo of the pound cake um the insides. Technically, we should have to wait actually like 5 to 10 minutes for the thing to get cold enough, but we are hungry, and most importantly, we are streaming, so there's no time for that. Ah, ah, yum yum. Ooh, you know what I could do? I will check if we can get some bananas from the market, and we could do some for next time some banana honey bread, which is actually cake, but eh. I like banana honey bread, but honey has a very special thing that it does. Uh, when you add honey to sweet cakes, to cakes preparations and stuff, what it does is when you put that cake in the oven, it will um, take on a lot more color, and it will look a lot browner than uh, any other cake, basically. So it's very interesting. What, two? Roommate today wants extra pound cake. Yay! Do you want me to move? But yeah, so using honey is really fun, but also it when you can't see if things are, it's hard to tell when things are correctly baked because it. I got heat everywhere. It's hard to tell when things are correctly cooked because things now like look a lot darker than usual. So the golden hue that you would usually use to tell if something is fully cooked or not with honey means that you actually have to wait a little bit. Honey will make the color, in my own personal experience, not like I haven't learned that from anywhere else except my own dealings with cooking. Honey will make things take on a deeper color when you put them on the oven, which is lovely. It's an awesome color. I love the color that honey gives to the things. The problem is that, yeah, honey does have like kind of strong taste sometimes. So I don't use it everywhere because the taste of honey kind of overpowers some other things. But honey banana bread is actually one of my favorite recipes. It's super moist because banana makes things really, really moist. And it's, if I have, now that I think about it, it's a really hard recipe because banana things, the banana in cakes makes things really moist, and the honey changes the color. So you have to be really careful when you cook it to tell if it's fully done or not. I have had banana bread, banana honey banana cake, honey banana bread that was that I thought it was fully cooked, but I didn't have any way to check. And when I cut it, um, it was still raw in the middle. So it is uh, as a recipe, it is really, really, really hard. Yay! There we have this. That is how today I am I am I am being drowned now that I look into my screen. Now that I finally have time to look into my screen, I'm being drowned by images of the cake. So yeah, that's how the cake looks. Have you tried to make pavlova cake before? It's really delicious. You know what? No. So that's actually a good idea and something to check. I will leave it. I'm gonna note it down right now so I don't forget, and I will check the recipe and the ingredients, and I might make it next time. Uh, ba, nya, 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 nya. Pavlova cake. Pavlova cake. Um, Yum, yum, yum. Cake looks very good. Thank you. Let me finish write this down so I don't forget. Okay, now let me take a bite of the cake and tell you how it came out, and then I will send you off. Ooh, it's super soft. Let me. Wow. Mmm. Mm, mm, mm. Really tasty. Super sweet. The glaze gives it a lot of extra sweetness. Uh, so I would recommend it with to accompany it with something to drink that will help with the sweetness, or don't use the glaze. But yeah, okay, we finished. Pavlova cake and cheesecake are considered to be national desserts because it tastes very good. Really? That's awesome! Now I have a lot more interest on checking it out. So next time I'm making pavlova cake. Yay! So I can taste it. I will check the ingredients. Now I'm really excited. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna send you away. Wee! I'm setting you free. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you very much, Everald, for the suggestion. We are making pavlova cake next stream. Um, Hydrate, don't dehydrate. Stretch, snack, rest. I hope you have an awesome rest of the day, night, or wherever it is that you're standing around in the time ruler. And I will see you next stream. Bye bye. Thank you for coming. Otsu Panda. Para pa pa pow. Bye bye.